Alright, we are going to begin with the painting to make the Loki, the kid Loki doll, and this is the face that I have picked. You can see it's got very similar features to the way he appears in the comic book. I'm going to go with these type of eyebrows here, so I'm using this as a reference, just having this right in front of me. So, in order to do the eyebrows, I like to use a really stiff brush. And so we're going to come right in here, just kind of draw the basic line. Want that nice little up sweep, and then come over. Now if you notice, I'm doing the left brow first, because the right brow is easier for me. So if I do the left one first, I can better match the right brow. Good, nice Loki eyebrows. Then we are going to give him, even though he did not have definition, a lot of definition on his lips, we are going to add some in a very peach color, like just a flesh color. The same color. I'm going to show you guys the colors here in a second in my exact palette, so you know if you want to do the exact same thing. I'm going to put some of this highlights, same color, up here in the eyes. Alright, so we've got the basic face there. Now I'm going to shave off some to do the blushing. The big fluffy one here, and that's when you kind of make a mess when you do this part, but that's what makes it look very smooth and the best way. Well, the best way for me. And that is, you're going to kind of hold the doll so you got a good shot of this entire area here. Then we're going to get the brush like that, and kind of shake off the real excess so you have a good amount still on there, and then you just swipe back and forth a lot. So here, you can do this in different stages if you feel comfortable doing the eyebrows first and then moving on to the different stages. You can spray in between all of them. Because I know what I'm doing, I'm not going to mess up the other zones, then I'm just doing it all as one. So, because I'm not touching on any of the other areas. So I'm going to go spray right now here, and then we'll get right back started with the next layer. And we're back. I did promise I would show you the palette. Here is all of my pastels. It is the Faber Castell set. Looks like this. It has a lot of colors in it. You can get the, they have a set that's about half this extensive. But the reason that I liked this set is that it had 2 whites and 2 blacks. Continue to build on this face with pastels, but and I have changed my style over the years. I used to do all the pastel work and then do the line work last, but now I do the line work kind of in between, and that's so that I can actually pastel over top of my line work. So right now I'm going to show you how to do the line work. Obviously this is something that just strictly takes practice. You're not going to get it perfectly right on the first time, or if you do, I'll be jealous. But you want to get a good 50-50 mix of your Liquitex soft body paint and the slow dry blending medium. That thins it out, makes it slightly translucent, and it's going to give us a real nice real nice thing to work with. You never want to work with goopy paint. Goopy paint is evil. It won't do anything you want it to do. So when the very moment that your paint starts to get goopy on you, you need to make a new batch just like that. So now we have a fresh batch. You want to have a really thin brush. I take an 18 liner like this, and I cut it down to about 1/3 of its original tip. So I'm going to start with the eyebrows. There we go, we have the eyebrow hairs. You see there's a little bit uneven places, won't matter. So now we're going to just start with the eyelashes. He's a kid, so you don't want to have him long eyelashes. He's just going to have kind of normal kid lashes. To do that, I got a little bit of a mess up on the top right here. So I did is dip my brush in some water, and then I can come in here and just swipe along where I had the mess up. Gone. So there we go. We've got the lines. I'm going to let those dry, and then I'll show you what happens when you start putting the pastel over top of the lines. Alright, we have the eyelashes and eyebrows painted on with the acrylics, and now we're going to go over top of them with remember our stiff brush from earlier. It's still pretty stiff. We're going to go back over them with pastels, and what this is going to do is blend together all the colors, blend together all those brush strokes, and really make it look professional. Add a little bit of pink in the corners of his eyes here. Now we're going to define the lips a little bit more. Now if you want to really, he's got like a little bit of a dip in his lip here. If you want to define that more, you're just going to take a slightly darker color. I am going to do that. So you add it just right to the center there. Now you're going to make it look like a stripe, like Amidala from Star Wars. Blow off the excess, and then you can brush back and forth across it, and it'll blend it out. So that'll keep it from looking like a stripe. There we go. We've got him. Now you can continue to add darker highlights if you wanted him to look troubled or something like that. But we have got his face, and I'm going to now let this dry. Then I will do, or let it set for a second. Then I'm going to do several top coats, like 3 or 4 top coats, to make sure that by handling him, I'm not going to rub any of it off, especially since he's going to come around to conventions and things like that. So there he is, little Loki. All right.